Hello and welcome to the workshop. We got a super funky pair of sneakers today. I think funky is the right way to describe them. Some people will love them. Most of you will probably hate them. Before we dive into the sneakers though, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We post a brand new video almost every single day. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Former Simpson to keep up with things and whatever we have going on down here at the workshop or elsewhere. Now, let's break out the sneakers and we'll talk some more. 3, 2, 1, bang, bang. The ASAP, Rocky, and Under Armour SR Low. So this sneaker released about a year ago and retail was $250. Some of you may remember when they released, some of you may not. This is not my pair. It isn't a sneaker that I would ever buy or wear personally. Shouts to Kicks R for us for tossing them our way to review though. It's an interesting sneaker, you know, funky, interesting, weird, I don't know. You call them whatever you want to call them. The funny thing about them is ASAP isn't with Under Armour anymore. That partnership was canned. I'm not sure exactly why or exactly when, but this sneaker was kind of supposed to be this big thing and the start to a brand deal that really gave UA that cool factor that in most cases they're missing. You know, almost like Travis Scott has done. I think a lot of people put ASAP on that level or even above Travis back then. You know, you got to go back a couple years, but a lot of people kind of had ASAP, I think, above Travis Scott as far as free agents go. Obviously, sneaker-wise, it's worked out more so in Travis's favor. There's no question when it comes to ASAP and fashion and influence and just moving the needle in general in that realm and with young people and all that stuff, that ASAP is definitely a dude who can do that. Having said that, I think that this link up between him and Under Armour was a swing and a miss. And you know, in fairness, doing a Jordan 1 and doing a skate shoe like this are two completely different things. Obviously, Nike and Jordan brand are in a much different area than Under Armour when it comes to cool, although I do think UA has made some real strides in that regard. These just weren't it. They could have been, but they just weren't. Now, as far as the details go, this is essentially the Osiris D3 from 2001. Rocky worked with the designer, Dave Mayhew, who originally worked on and created the D3. And it's basically the same exact sneaker. And you know, the chunky skate shoe, just in general, was super popular back in the 90s and the early 2000s. It just was kind of the look. There were a bunch of brands doing it. And even though I never really skated, there is a little bit of nostalgia for me just with the look in general. The colorway is simple: black, blue, white, a little gray, super fat tongue, and you can see the writing as well. Designed by yours truly, money sign for ASAP, in association with Under Armour. The bottoms are pretty wild. It's a funky shoe, like I said. I think that is the word to describe them. And it's almost identical to the Osiris D3, like I said, with a few tweaks. On the materials, they used a bunch of different stuff: leather, rubber, mesh. Overall, I respect the direction, but I think the execution was off. I think the promotion was off, and ultimately, it just wasn't the right pairing between brand and entertainer. Sometimes it's right, and sometimes it isn't. And it's crazy, you know, hindsight is always 20/20, but if you rewind 2-3 years and you look at Travis and ASAP and what they've done in sneakers, I don't think that anyone would have quite predicted this. You know, you look at the Travis Scott's and just look, I mean, every single sneaker that he's done, you know, even the Air Force Ones, people love them. People are going crazy for them. And I think a lot of people hoped and expected that with ASAP. And maybe that will be in the future, but it just has not happened yet. And it did not happen with Under Armour or with this sneaker specifically. Interesting thing to note, they resell for a good amount. And maybe it's because of the limitedness. Maybe it's because the partnership did dissolve and there won't be any more. Who knows? But I always think that that's kind of funny. And it doesn't matter, but it is just something to note. Here's the sneaker. Let us know how you feel about them. Like them, love them, hate them. How do you feel about the chunky skate sneaker just in general? Did you ever have a pair growing up? Did you happen to have a pair of the Osiris's? Did you ever skate in them? What are your thoughts on Under Armour or on A$AP Rocky? However you feel, leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Before we get out of here, Bucket, scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate these?
5.
Oh wow, that's higher than I thought. I would rate them like a 3. I'm not too much of a fan, but let us know how you feel. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place right here at the workshop. Brand new video, brand new sneaker for your head tops. Until then, adios.